All right. So welcome back, everyone, to Dance Code Traders App. Hope you are having a great time wherever you are. And yeah, it is done here at Dance Code Traders App as usual. All right. So of course, as usual, you know how we do this. We enter into crash 500, but before we do that, we will be starting with a prayer and then head over to the charts. So let's pray. Our Father, we give you praise, we give you all the honor, we thank you for this beautiful morning, and of course for even the time that you with those that are joining here. We give you praise, and as we come to the chat so that to analyze, we ask of your grace to be part of us. We ask of your knowledge, of understanding to be part of us, and be able to get a quickening into the charts and be able to get good entries and exit points that we can take advantage of. We give you praise and we love you. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. All right, so crash 500. Crash 500. All right, so we are going to start from there. So where did we stop from? I want to first go to H1. I check where we stopped from. H1. Alright, this is where we stopped from. We got this entry. Those who remember, let me check. This was the entry there to take us there according to how I had analyzed that. Yeah, I hope you guys took the trade. I had entered that sale there, took my profits there. I failed to get an entry, or moved away from the charts, but that was another entry because we knew price was heading to this very level here. Was heading to this very level there, and it reached there and even exceeded it, went all the way up there, and what followed is what I want us to see, because this was Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, Saturday I never traded. We came to sales and then broke out there from the previous lower low, and now still trying to push for the what? Still trying to push for the sales, but there's some rejection there. So according to H4, in fact, this is what I'm saying. This can become clear. I see this. Yeah, that becomes clear. High, low, and now I'm looking for price to reach there. Then we'll be looking for this kind of move if it happens. If we see a breakout on the what? If we see a breakout on the, if we see a breakout on that level, so it will be coming to this level. And I remember telling you guys that we still have liquidity on that order block. Those who remember, this is an order block there. Those who remember, I kept on telling you we may see price reaching this level, and indeed, if it breaks out there, it is now, according to H4, it is in a form of a flag in H4, but on H1 it will be like a rising wedge. Yeah, so we'll be looking for this kind of move to bring us here, and that would probably, I'll be waiting for it on H1. M15, it will be a good move. Right now you can enter your buys to take you right about there, but it's always not good to enter in the middle of the trend. You rather wait when it reaches to the upper trend line and then come in for the sales. Yeah, but for now, that's what we are going to look at. But so you can take advantage of this move when price reaches up there, then close and wait for the breakout, and then enter the sell again. That's how we will be looking for our trades today on Crash 500. Now, boom 1,000. Yes, good morning Patrick, good morning Desmond, hope you guys are good. Okay, boom 500, I mean boom 1,000. Boom 1,000, boom 1,000. So where did we stop at? I want to see. This is Monday, Sunday, Saturday. Okay, we stopped at here, and price never gave me the pullback I wanted here. So those who remember, I wanted this kind of pullback when it breaks out of that resistance level. The pullback here, then I make my entries. I never saw that pullback. The pullback actually happened here, which I would not have entered it still because of how it was closer to my TP level. I would not have entered this trade still. The pullback where it came to, I would not have entered. It was too close to my TP level there. So yeah, but clearly you can see it went to the TP level, and then on H1, this is what we saw. This is what we saw on Sunday. Yeah, this was Sunday. Yeah, we got that breakout. Now this breakout is okay. It's very okay. But still, I would not have entered it because I don't see my retrace to this level. I need to see a return. I need to see price come back there. And from what I can see, I see buys evident. So I don't have to waste any time. Or I can just waste a bit of it as I wait for this kind of move, but I know that it is coming there. Either it wants or not, it's going to come around those areas, these areas here. Actually, that, yeah, these areas, that's where it's coming to. Let me go to H4. I see, yeah, it's coming back there. So I may not waste time and just put my buy there and wait for my TP around that area. I can even enter another trade for this kind of buy. So this is a beautiful buy that we are going to take advantage of. This we know it's heading right there, because H1 has given us sort of a double bottom, which signifies that buys are coming in. It has given us a double bottom down below there, and of course it came back to this resistance level. This resistance, it's an H4 fair value gap there, and yeah, it has come back to it, and you can anticipate on H1, on H4, this was coming back to that level, the 50%, the 0%, which is a retracement level on CCI. So basically, I've decided to enter this using H1 analysis as a whole, because of what I've seen and because of what I saw here. This was a change of character, and then gave us a fair value gap up there, and we never returned to it. So we are looking at returning to it and probably sell more or even exceed it, according to yeah, no, it cannot exceed it. It will come back to sales. According to H4 we are selling, according to daily we are selling, so it's just going to be coming back here and then enter sales. I hope that is clear, guys. All right, now me have entered here. Let's talk about entry. Me have entered from that level. The best entry is to always wait for the breakout here. Wait for the breakout, then once it breaks out, once it does that breakout, it always makes a retracement back around that level. Then you can make your entries again. I mean, you can make your clean, risk-free entries. Where I've entered here from, I'm risking in a way that it hasn't confirmed that it is continuing to buy. You confirm when it breaks that previous higher lower high there. That's when you confirm. But right now it hasn't confirmed because it has not broken that previous lower high. So that's why it will be risky. And because of a double bottom there, I have some kind of percentage to clarity, so it's not all clear whether it will continue to break and go into buys, but I have a certain percentage. Why do I have it? If I go to H1, I'll be seeing my CCI being on 10% there. That's what gives me some sort of clarity. All right, it gives me some bit of confirmation to what I'm looking for. I think that's clear, and now allow me to head back to I should be deleting all these. Delete. Guys, feel free, if you have a question, go ahead and ask. I will find it in the comment section and I'll be ready to respond to it if I am. Yeah. All right, so that's boom 1,000. Let's head over to boom 500. Boom 500. So what are we seeing? Boom 500. Where did we stop at? H1. Let's get to H1. So Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday, stopped here, and it came to that level. Unfortunately, this trade just gave me I just remember this trade. It missed my stop loss, I mean my TP level, just inches, and then I was not on the chart and it came and took me out. I felt bad, like for real. I don't want to lie to you. So it came back and took my stop losses there. I don't know if any of you guys took the trade, but yeah, it missed my stop loss because I wasn't online. My TP level, I wasn't online. My TP level was there. You know how I do this, because this was the move that I was looking for. So it came and just my TP was just below this, and it reversed from there and went into buys and took my stop losses right there. Yeah, that was so unfortunate for me. I don't know if any took the trade actually, but yeah, that was a trade that we analyzed on Friday and shared it. So now we no longer need all these. We can delete that. Delete that. All right. So today is days analysis. I don't want to start from there. Let's start from daily and look at what is happening. Yes, yeah, I remember this. So I remember showing you that we may see some manipulation up there because this was in form of like a pennant. So we are looking for sales to come just right here. Why? Because of this exact move. That exact move that brought us into consolidation there. Now, the other thing why we are looking for sales is right here we saw is it right here? Yes, it is right here. This is where we saw the change of character from, yeah, right there, and the price reacted several times. Right now it is somehow coming to the end of the consolidation. I can delete this and actually draw my trend line now like that. Draw my trend line like that to have some bit of clarity. This low hasn't been closed out yet, so I won't use it. I will only use that high and these lows that I have for now, but they are not also that good to be used until there's more, until this low is closed. But we know that we are selling, so all we want is to see the breakout. Once we see the breakout, we'll be coming right here on that previous daily order block, and now that will be a confirmed support level. Now there's a possibility of it returning from here. I want you to understand that. Why? Because on the weekly we broke structure there, went for a new higher high, and then now we are retesting. There's going to be some bit of no, we are retesting. In fact, we are going to retest, but then we may see sales continue. Yeah, we may see sales continue because now this was high, came down here to retest, failed, went again to look for a high. Now this is our previous low, so it means if price breaks this, of course on other time frames you could use these as lows. Of course on the daily you would find these to show you your change of character, but now for the daily you will be using this as your previous low. Yes, this will be your previous lower higher low. Now if price breaks this, then we'll be waiting for the pullback to confirm sales on the weekly, but on the daily they are already confirmed. So I want you to understand that on the daily they are already confirmed. This is where we had our previous lower low broken and now retested, so sales on daily are confirmed. Of course, if they are confirmed on daily, they are also confirmed on H4, and that's what we are seeing. So I can come here, try to do this according to H4, and once I have that kind of move, then I can come here, do the same, yeah, I can come there, do the same, and now I'll be having my rising wedge on the H4. So on H4, that's what I see according to H4. That's what I'll be seeing on H4 according to H4. So it means I will be looking for my sales already. If price breaks that level, then I'll be looking for my sales. So now I can delete that from now and just leave it where it is, and it means this is what we will be looking for, coming back to this weekly breaker block where it broke structure from. So that has been boom 500. Can we make our entries? Let's head over to H1. H4 is already showing us sales. We know we need to sell more, and it's just on right now it is consolidating on the 0% of CCI. And if we go to M15, yeah, yes. So we know that according to the structure we have here, we have failed to continue for the buyers there. Yeah, so meaning if we break this level, you know what we'll be getting into. Yes, if we break that level, we will be heading to breaking that downward trend line, which is an H4 trend line down below here, to continue for the sales, because now we have there an expanding rising wedge. Now going to M15, it's a clear sell, it's already selling. We have our change of character there according to M15. Now I think I can wait for this kind of move. Yeah, it may not happen, but yeah, waiting for this kind of move. Then you make your entries around that level. Then you make your entries is very good. Is a very good move when you wait for this kind to come even down below. Yeah, so that is M15. I will leave it at this level where it is currently and wait for whatever happens. I'm not going to make my entries here because it's a risky trade where we are, but clearly if you are going to look on the left, it came back for that fair value gap there, and the buyers are still trying to push for the buys, but we know that it may not exceed that level there. We know that. So what we are going to do is to wait for this to mature and give us some bit of more clarity. Where it is, you cannot make any entry. We can wait for we will wait on M15 to start giving us buys, and then we will take advantage of this kind of move to take us right up there. V25 V25 now according to weekly, we knew we were looking for that. I don't remember when I entered this trade. I'm already in for the sell because this is the move I'm looking for. When it broke out of that flag, I immediately started to look for sales. Now this is the reason I did that. According to daily, I saw that retest, not call, going back inside that channel, so I immediately entered my sales when I found it here. The problem is where I found it is a support level on a daily time frame, so it may still keep on trailing around here, and it may make another move to bring the market, the price back up. But I've already entered. I have my stop loss there. I can close them now and wait for another entry but I need to first confirm before I close my trade. Yeah, H4 is buying, H1 is still selling, so the sell may come here. So what I do is I will wait for the sell to on H1 to come a bit below once more, then I will close, because according to daily and H4 we still see some bit of more buys to probably grab some liquidity left up there. Yeah, probably grab this kind of liquidity right about there, and then it comes into sales later on. So I'm going to look for some bit of more sales according to H1, and see if it will give it to me, and then close. Yeah, so now I'm going to bring my stop losses a bit closer. The reason why I'm doing that is because this is going to be my previous lower high, meaning before we can continue to buy, price has to first try to break this level, this previous low. Once it fails, then it's when it will come to break this previous lower high and give us a change of character to start the buys. So now that's why I'll be putting my stop losses just right there, so that I don't risk a lot from now, because of the analysis that has come to light. Right now I'm going to be looking for taking my profits around this level there. Yeah, in fact I can even go to M15, look for a better level. Yeah, I think that's here, it's okay. Yeah, that level is okay. I'll look for my profits here and then call it a day. All right, so that is boom 5 on volatility 55. You need to wait for this move to break out. Then once it breaks out there, you wait for the retest, of course, as usual. Then you know that you will be coming right about there for that liquidity on that fair value gap. That's what we'll be aiming at once price breaks out on this previous lower high. Yeah, V75. So V75, right, we stopped at this level here. Let's see what we had analyzed. We were looking for buys to take us right about there in the long run. So when it gave me a fake breakout there, I waited for another move to bring me here. But then I think I had analyzed wrongly. I got I didn't wait for another signal there. So I entered my sales, but of course I had my tight TP there. It took me out because the buy was now continuing. And after breaking that previous level there, it came and we tested it right about there. And that's when the buy continued there, but it didn't last. We wanted it there. I don't know the reason why we wanted it. Oh, it was a previous order block. So all right, so it didn't reach where we wanted it, but we had some bit of buy. But then later on, according to H4, we see that kind of move. and of course, as usual, we see that kind of retracement, and that's when the sales started for that long. Now this is H1. Let's confirm H4. Now let's remove the history there, remove this, remove that. Here can remove all this, delete, and now according to H4, wait a minute, according to H4 we are still buying, and now we thought we had broken structure here, but now the retest failed to continue. It means now we are seeing this kind of move here. This is where the move is. If you are a swing trader, you want to see the breakout on that level and then enter into sales, into buys for so long. So what do we do now? This is H4. This is H4. And first check daily. Daily is also confirming sell buys, that now that it has reached oversold. Wow. Yeah, so we know we are looking for buys. That's the general trend on all time frames. Now what do we do? First go back to H4, delete all these levels here. This can wait, but I don't need this. This can go. This line. Alright, so now even this can go. And now we have this is something that you may notice. According to H4, this is something that you may notice. Yeah, that's something that you may notice. And then of course right about there, something that you may see. Now that we have that, we know we are coming right about there. And where we are, I can choose to enter on H4, but I can choose to wait on daily on H1. Why would I even wait? Why would I even wait? Okay, let me check. M15. M15 is showing us buys. The retest came right about this order block on M15. Just tested it once again. There's just low liquidity. There's just low momentum. There's low momentum for the buyers. So from now it is not. Sellers are not giving way yet. Sellers are not giving way yet. So what do I do? They will only give way when price breaks that level on H1, and then another level will be there when it breaks on H4. So those are levels where we will see some good impact when price breaks those levels. So according to H1, we will see big momentum when price breaks that level. According to M15, we haven't seen anything really. It's not that good at all. We will wait for what it gives us on H1. So this is a no-go for me until I see it reach there. Why? Because of the structure of the candles there. It's not a good structure to make your entries. Now I will leave V75 alone and head over to V50. Head over to V50. V50. I want to ask a question. Are you guys trading, or you can explain, because sometimes I feel like we come here, we just analyze, and some people don't even make the entries that we've discussed, or somehow they are not trading at all. I don't know. So let me know if you're trading or you're still what can I call it? You're trying to rectify some of the challenges you've been having probably in the previous months, and you want to check it out. You want to first clear some of those issues. So let me know if you're trading or if you are in a reset mode and you're not trading at all. You're just rectifying the issues before you can get into the market once more. So let me know in the comment section there, and I'll be glad to understand the kind of traders we are having right here in the community. All right, now let's head over to V50. So V50, where did we stop at? Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday. This is where we stopped at. Yeah, did we enter this move? Let me see, because it was a move that was good to make an entry. No, it happened when I was away from the charts. When was this? Let's see, when was this? This was 22 plus 3. That would have been 24. Be at around 1 a.m. in the morning. So the move was mature around 1 a.m. in the morning. So I would not have, I can't be on charts around that time. So yeah, we missed that move, but then we anticipated this kind of move, this kind of buy. Yeah, and I took my stop losses later on, my stop loss in profits right there, and then later on when it did that, I made another entry there and took me right about there, and that's where we stopped at. I remember sharing these moves. Wait a minute, no, this was actually a stop loss taken. Yeah, it's not a buy, sorry, this is a stop loss taken. It's not a buy at all. Why did I wait for the sell? Yes, I was looking for this sell, but then I didn't monitor it to take my profits right about there. And of course, clearly here you will see that it gave me a signal. If I was in the market, it gave me a signal to tell me that we are now shifting. Why? If I go to M15 and go to that day, you will see that it was a double bottom there. It was a double bottom on where? On this fair value gap. So that's what we see there, and that's how I missed the trade and came and took my stop loss right about there. All right, so now after knowing that, so I can come back to H1 and see where we are currently. We head over to H4 and I see we are back to this resistance level right around there. We're back to this resistance level. What is that above? That is an order block. That is a untested. Oh, it is tested. Okay, yeah. This is weird. So it is coming back to, oh yes, it had to respect this. It had to respect this falling wedge. So it has come back to that level. So we are going to see it come right here again, because we are still selling according to CCI. We are still selling. Delete that. Weekly, that was a break of structure, and yeah, the sales will start on that level there. Now we have some bit of confirmation there, so price is still going to buy, reach that level there. Yeah, but it's very likely not to see it break this resistance level right about there. So for now, it's a no-go because it is close to the point of interest there. So it is it's a no-go for me. It's a no-go for me there. Look at that kind of buy. It was a good buy, uninterrupted, and we missed that yesterday. Yeah, it was good. It was a good move to make our entries from. Yeah, wow. Let's see how we have made it. This was a previous lower low, lower high. So yeah, man, I may not have entered it because I don't see a return to that fair value gap. It was a weird one that I may have not entered it unless if I had entered it right about here. But from here to wait for this kind of move, I may not have. Wait, this is what? Let me check this. This was on M15 probably. Let's check that. It was not that significant. So I think I may have missed this trade. Yeah, because of what I want to see always in the market. This was so far wrong gone there. So yeah, the trader would have been looking for would be around that area. This one was already too long gone, and it happened even in the time where I normally am out of the charts. This one here, so I would have missed this kind of trade. That is for sure. I don't want to lie to you. I would have missed it. So now where are we? According to H1, we have reached overbought. According to H4, we still have some good long way. But remember, we never reached oversold, so I'm not sure if it is going to come back. But what we know is it had reached that level there, which is a support level, and that's where we saw the bounce come from. Daily, we have the resistance up there. We know that we will make more sales when we reach that level. So H4 and H4 and daily are moving in the same thing, and that's what we are looking for. Price reaches there, and then we head over into sales. Can we grab some buys on our way to that level? No, it's a tricky thing, unless if I see a pullback back around this area. Yeah, so if I don't see any pullback to this level, I cannot make my entries to go for a bit of these buys to take me back around that level. So I would really leave this alone and wait. If this kind of move doesn't happen, it's a no-go for me, and I just leave it to give me the sales that I'm already looking for on that level, which is a daily resistance level. All right, I think that's clear. I hope it is. And yeah, all right. Desmond is saying, I'm still a student. I have not set up an account. Oh, okay, Desmond. Hopefully you are in good hands. I don't know whoever is mentoring you, but hopefully you are in good hands, and you'll be ready to do that probably next year or whichever time frame you've given yourself. Uriel Patrick, me, I'm trading but on practice mode to get used to the application of price action. Great, kudos. Yeah, we are doing some of that. Yeah. Judy, yes, trading while still rectifying. Okay. Yeah, Judy was part of my class. Yeah, I hope everything is going on well. If you have questions, you can always reach me in my inbox, Judy. Jennifer Kembabazi, trading and rectifying. Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, of course, every day, let me put this out. Every day we learn something new. You don't need to harden your heart and your mind to learn something new. Even I myself, sometimes if the strategy that I use is somehow now giving me a lot of losses, I pull back and try to rectify it and try to learn something. I can go and make some bit more research on how I can better it up. So it's good to trade as you rectify. And I would say, if you're not to a certain level to have a lot of strategies, please use one. Start to use one that you pick up and you say, you know what, I'm going to be analyzing my charts on my own using this kind of analysis, so that I can understand where my if it is having my biggest win rate, or if the win rate is a bit low, probably I can get another strategy. Then you start to compare two strategies. The one that has a better win rate, of course, you'll be recording how those results and what have you, performance of the strategy. And then once you understand the one with the best win rate, now you can focus on that, rectify it, streamline it to do the needful that you want it to do for you. So I hope that is okay. Robina says trading and rectifying. I love this. Yeah, that's great. Hopefully you guys probably by next year you have gotten a clear strategy that you know no one can tell you otherwise, that that strategy doesn't work. You back tested it, you have a performance result for that strategy. You can show the win rate with evidence that it is giving me what I want. No one can tilt you to some other strategy. You don't have to follow everything I do. You just need to pick one strategy, because me, I use a lot of strategies. So you just have to pick one strategy or two, then rectify each of them and compare them. And once you streamline the one that you found with a win rate, you will be seeing money coming in, because you reach a certain level and you know that this strategy has to work. It has to, because trading is not gambling. It's not like how people normally take it to be as gambling. With trading, you have clarity. You can trade with 90% clarity or 99% clarity with trading, because of certain data that we follow when we are analyzing. All right. Yes, Jennifer. Thanks for sharing. God bless you too, Jennifer. Hopefully, this that I've given you will help you guys. All right. So now let's head over to volatility 50. No, we've been on volatility 50, not so. Let's check. Yeah, I'll be looking for something like that on V50. So we are heading to jump 25. All right, the move happened. This move, we are waiting for it. So all right, jump 25. So like I've always told you that most of the times you need to anticipate manipulation, because it happens a lot. So I want to show you that example on this level. You know that we had this kind of a channel which was on H1. Yeah, it was visible on H1. We knew that we have to look for this kind of move to bring us right here. Yes, it is always price will always respect the structure, and this structure here was signaling us that we are going to get a bit more sales after the breakout here, and it's what happened. We see the breakout and then the retest candle coming close there, but it doesn't close back inside, and then the sales started from this level. This is where you will have entered your trades from, on the second candle there. That's why you would have entered your sales there. Now, the manipulation, you can see it, and this is what trades will always do. Manipulates you to show that it has broken the other side, and you start to doubt your kind of analysis. You do what and what, and then eventually you are caught up and you'll be like, let me maybe enter buys because now it has broken the other side. I think we are continuing to buy. Before after entering immediately, it starts to get into sales, and that's how they manipulate. I mean, market is manipulated to take stop losses of the early of the buyers there who thought it was going to continue buying, and then probably take stop losses of the early sellers who might have sold from that level there, and then once they've accumulated the liquidity they wanted from those levels here and there, then they bring in the right move, because market has to follow the structure. And we can clearly see that this move here that brought us into consolidation is the exact TP level there, and you can see it there. Are you seeing it? This is the exact TP level there, and that's how we started on the buys again. And of course, this was a double bottom there. If you go to H1, that was a double bottom here. This was 1, then came here 2, and right here we have a change of character, and we see the return to the first fair value gap, which is around there. Now the buy started. So this was something we would have taken yesterday. This move is something that we would have taken yesterday, because down below here there's no fair value gap that was left back after change of character. This is a fair value gap that was there after change of character. This is a move that we would have taken to take us right about there. Our TP level would have been around that level there, on the previous level there. So today I've finished reanalyzing yesterday's moves. Now we can delete all this. Those who follow the episodes how we normally analyze, you know that all these we've seen them. Now the only issue I have with this kind of liquidity is it has to come to it. I don't know which, let me check which time frame we may see that. Yeah, it will have to come to it. This liquidity has to be grabbed. So this first move never reached this, and we cannot just say it's not going to continue buying. It cannot leave it back. It cannot leave it the way it is. So we know that this move is still evident. It's going to be seen whether we want or not. We will see this, and now once we get to grab the liquidity on that fair value gap, it's when we will see some big moves into buys. So now I think we are ready for today's analysis. Now right about there we have some resistance level there, but remember all this is on an order block of weekly. That's a weekly order block. That's a weekly order block. So if we know that, then we know that according to daily we had this move. Those who remember, those who have been following the episodes, how we've been having them and analyzing, we know this was a flag or a channel, whichever you want to call it, and now we are trying to capitalize on this move after breakout. You know, that move there, it's bringing us right about there. This is where we are looking at taking profits. You know, That's the reason why we are looking for a bit of more buys. Now, having seen that, there's a bit of another structure here. We had this accumulation level there. This was some sort of another accumulation there, according to daily there. Can delete that. According to that level there, it's some bit of accumulation level there, because you can see price is still within that kind of channel, that kind of channel there. So that's what we see, and that's what we are seeing currently. So I can delete this, and now that we know that the sale is on, this kind of sale is on. This, you can see that it came back to that level there. According to daily, it came back to that level. It is bouncing within here. It is accumulating within that kind of you may call it a flag, you may call it a channel. According to H4, it will be like sort of a channel there. This is where the highs are coming back to. Of course, on H4 you may see this, but it is different on H1. I mean on daily. So we may go with this on H4, but on daily it is, you draw it flat. Why? Because we are seeing that kind of low, high, being not exceeding it. The price is always closing below that trend line, so that's why we are drawing it flat like that. So now we can go with what we see on H4, and then we know that I can delete this, the one on daily. We go with the one on H4. Then we know that price goes there and comes down again. So now we are going to confirm our sells. So how are we going to confirm our sells? There's a big gap left back here, so it means price is coming back to it very soon, and then we can get this kind of move that we want. So delete that. This, we will shift it. So we know that on H1, this is a kind of move that we'll be looking for, because price can't just move, and it has to give us some sort of clarity. Of course, now it is coming back there, unless if there is another kind of momentum it is receiving from elsewhere to actually continue and push and break out of that level and head over to the buy that we are looking for to reach our TP level there. But if it is not there, then we are going to likely see sells. So once price comes to this level, we wait for it to give us a confirmation, probably on M15, to now enter our sells. I think that is clear, and we can wait for something of sort. Lastly, this is a jump. This is jump 10. Now jump 10, let's first clear it so that we have wait a minute. Okay, we knew that it was going back inside. Yes, those who remember what we had, how we've been following it. Let me see if we even entered. Yes, we entered that move, and we never entered it again. I entered it again right here. I think that was today morning. So now wait, I was supposed, wait a minute. Yeah, I entered it yesterday, I believe. So I entered it not yesterday, it was Sunday night. It was around Sunday night. So that's when I made my entry there, and didn't close my profits right where I was supposed to because I had not put TP level there. But now I decided to put it right here where we are on H1. We are oversold. We are looking for price to head over into buys again because it came back into losses, into some bit of losses. Oh, it even took my one entry. Oh yes, I've remembered. Yeah, these entries I didn't monitor them to close them. They came, took my stop losses here. Then today morning I entered again because of what I was seeing on H1, and I think H4 will still have some momentum to push for the buy. So I'm going to just take advantage of that kind of buy that is going to happen today, then close to try and recover the losses that I went in, that I incurred on this very move here. So that's what I'll be waiting for, but let's reanalyze it properly. All right, so let's head over to daily. This is daily, clearly shows us we are supposed to be buying. Now this move here that happened was this rising expanding wedge. We saw this being the what? We saw that being respected here when price did that. When price did that, we saw it being respected, that move. So the structure was respected, and that's why we started to see price head over into buys, because the general trend is a buy according to daily, and according to weekly we are looking for a retracement back to mitigate some liquidity left back around those levels there. Now when we know that, once we get to know that, now we can delete all this, all that, delete. This one you can leave it, delete that. Delete this, delete that. Alright, so I think now the chart is a bit clear. Now we can clearly see what we are looking for. Daily we'll be looking for the buys to hopefully this is a strong support where we see here price has been bouncing off from, and this is a strong resistance level. So we can clearly see that we are in a bit of a range, if you want to call it that way. We are in a bit of a range, and it only tells us that we are accumulating. Now let me show you something that I had not seen actually. This is something that may surprise us right here. This is something that may change our perspective on this kind of trade. Yeah, so after seeing this, something comes to light. Something comes to light. It somehow, because we know that this is a pennant now on a day, on a weekly. We know that this is a pennant on a weekly, and we know that pennants follow the previous trend, and this will be the previous trend. Exactly. So that's why I was laughing, because now this kind of information has come to light right about here, and that would be coming to the previous order block, to this order block on the weekly time frame. Now, because we know that that is a pennant, then whatever we are looking at here on daily changes, yeah, we know that we are looking for buys to take us right about here, and then from there we'll be looking for sells. And now that makes our analysis a bit more clear. When we head to H4, we know that we are seeing some bit of a double bottom where on this fair value gap. Now once we know that, then we know that we are going to wait for buys on that very level. So can we make buys now? Let's see. According to H1, yes, we have a confirmation of CCI, and we also have this kind of confirmation right about there, even though the retest went back again below. But of course this was the double bottom right here according to H1. So now that we see that, then we can head over to M15 and try to make sense of this, try to make sense of all this. Yeah, and let me wait on H1. Wait on H1 and wait for price to come back again. Wait, let me put it here now. Yeah, now we wait for price to come back to that level once more. Then that's where I will have my entries for buys. We know that we are going to buy, that's for sure. Today we are going to later see buys, but we need a perfect entry to make your entries, to enter your trades today. So for this asset, let me even adjust my stop losses for once and put it just below my previous low here, so that I'm safe and I have my two TP levels. One is there, another one is there, but we know that price is coming around there, so I can even adjust my stop losses and put my TP levels and put them there and there. So those are my TP levels, because I know that according to daily, price is coming there. Yeah, so this would be like a swing trade on H4 and H1 to take us right about there, and you call it a day. So that's it for today. Hopefully you guys are having a great time. Oh, sorry, it is, getting back to the charts every time and looking at it every time you start to make sense of it. So to you, Robina, what you may do is don't only use order blocks. You need to look at also fair value gaps, because most of the times when there is an imbalance in the market, of which an imbalance is signified by the fair value gap in the market, price will always come to mitigate or to rectify that imbalance, or to make sure it balances. Buyers are not taking a bit more of the charge than the sellers, so that imbalance has to be rectified by the market. That's why price always comes back to fair value gaps to mitigate the imbalance in the market, to take the liquidity there, because there is untapped liquidity, that there was a lot of orders around those levels, and that's why we saw that big move, and that big move left a gap in the market, or an imbalance in the market, which we call fair value gap. So most of the times we want to take charge of that and be able to use it and take advantage of it not only going for order blocks. Order blocks, most of the times you're looking for untested resistance or support levels. So for order blocks, that's what you're looking for. You need to understand that and be ready, knowing that this is my last order block, so probably I can call it my untested resistance or support level that I'm anticipating price will come back to in the near future. And of course you'll be waiting for that, where you can even put your buy limits and sell limits on those levels. All right, so let's make our recap and call it a day. So we started from crash 500, and we are still waiting for price to reach there, and then we can enter sales, that's for sure. Buy, this is boom 1000. we are looking for our buys to take us right about there, but like I said, you need to enter when price breaks that level, and you can see clearly it is trying to make a pullback on H1 because it had not reached properly the oversold there. It means there's still some momentum for sales, so we wait for that. And you need to understand, oh, this may be messy, you need to understand on the left we have that fair value gap there. Was it mitigated? Let's look at it. It was just touched. It was just touched, never went inside it. So that tells me that price is coming to this level. Yeah, how did I miss that kind of level? How did I miss this move here? Now I need to know if this is not a 1-to-1, then I will just delete it. Now 1-to-2. Yeah, let me call my losses here, because I know price is coming here, so I can't risk all this to be in floating loss. I rather take my small losses there and wait for price to reach here, and then make another move. It's probably likely to come here. I can put my buy limit here and here. Yeah, there, that's what I will do. Another one here in the middle there. Yeah, that's where I would wait for this kind of move, so that I don't risk anymore, because there's a lot of gap to reach oversold properly. So that's why I will wait for this kind of move. All right, boom 500. Yes, now we know that it has failed to go for that. Now we don't have an entry. Why? Because the retest after choke that we wanted is not happening. So if it has not given us this kind of move, it only gave it to us on M15, and it was not that clear. So now we know that sales have started. What are we going to do? Let's see. We had another level there. Wait a minute. So we wanted to continue to sell it to bring it here. And then close out, and then wait for a breakout here. A breakout, then an entry. Then an entry after retest. That's what we are waiting for. That's what we are waiting for on this asset. So we know this move has left us according to M15, so it has not given us what we wanted on H1. It has left us, so it's a no-go. I'm not entering that. V25, we are looking for buys, but I've said you need to wait for the breakout here, and then you make your entries after retest. So that is how we're going to enter that. This we can delete. Alright, so that is V25, this is V75 now, and the price has come back to this level. We are looking for, I said this is a no-go because of the structure of the candles there, so it's a no-go still. I'm not seeing anything significant at all. Price is just making some weird accumulation, and now once I have something like that, we know that we may see this kind of move. We know that, yeah, it may do that, and then probably to come back around this level before we see this move. Yeah, so just be ready for something of sort on V75. V50, until I see this kind of retest, I'm not making my entries, and clearly right here I can even delete them because it's a no-go for me anyway. Right here I cannot enter it anymore. And I've mistakenly deleted my order block, which is right here. Yeah, it's right here. So I can't, it has even touched it right here where we are. So it's a no-go for me until I start to see some sales. Jump 25, I will wait for this move to make a sell to bring me down below here, and then yeah, we can do other moves later. But yeah, until I see this move, I'm not making any entries on jump 25. Jump 10, yeah, that is how we concluded with it. Until you see a breakout here, please don't make an entry. You will be risking. Don't risk like me. Like I told you, my risk appetite is a bit high, and I'm used to these kinds of trades. So don't get caught off guard and you stress out on your account. All right, let me wish you guys a good day. Hopefully today had a great time. See you tomorrow same time. Remember, today is a Tuesday. We are going to be having a BTC analysis at 1 p.m. East African time. So we are going to come back at 1 p.m. for the BTC analysis. But then for the synthetics, we'll be back here tomorrow. Not really. Sorry guys, tomorrow I'm off. I'm off till Monday. This whole week has caught me. I'm not going to be in charts for the whole week. So tomorrow till Monday, because I have some things I need to do that need my presence from now till Saturday. I'm going to be in some bit of a seminar, or call it conference. So we're going to be there for like 4 days. Yeah, 4 days. Yeah, Wednesday to Saturday. Yeah, so that means we'll be back here for the synthetics on Monday to reanalyze again. So apologies for that. Hopefully we'll be back here together on Monday, and we start from where we have stopped today. See you guys Monday for synthetics. Then for BTC we are meeting again today at 1 p.m. Have a nice day and happy trading.